Hey guys, Miss Hefner here, ready to read Chapter 9 of The Case of the Missing Family. So in Chapter 8, Buddy went to search for Uncle Marty and Raina and ended up at Grandma's house. And I don't think Grandma realized who Buddy was because she was threatening to call the pound on him. So that brings us to Chapter 9, Answers. I'm not leaving until I find Kayla. Her scent is all over this yard, but I don't think she's here now. If she was, she would have heard me calling for her, and she would have come outside. I sniff for a trail to follow, but none of the trails I pick up seem to go anywhere. They just go in circles around the yard. Maybe I should try the network. Hello, I call. Can anyone hear me? I'm looking for my old human. I know she's in this town somewhere. Can someone help me find her? Nobody answers. I heard there were dog catchers in Springtown right after the tornado. A lot of dogs lost their homes in the tornado, so the dog catchers came and took them to the POUNDs and other towns. Did they take all the dogs away? Is that why nobody is answering me? I may have to find Kayla on my own, but how? I glance over at that book on the tree stump. Then I remember the big van I passed on the way into town. The one that had pictures of books on it. I wonder if that big van is some sort of library on wheels. I love libraries. So does Kayla. They are our favorite thing. Could Kayla be there? I pick up the book in my mouth and hurry back to where I saw that van. I have a good feeling about this. A very good feeling. I round the corner, keep running down another street, turn another corner, and then I stop. That big van is right in front of me. I watch as the door opens and somebody steps outside. A girl with dark braids. My heart starts to pound. Could it be? The girl sees me at almost the exact same time as I see her. Her mouth drops open. Then her whole face lights up. King! She cries. Now remember from the other book, Buddy's first name, his original name was King, and it changed to Buddy when Connor and his mom adopted him. I drop the book. Kayla, I say. We are running to each other as fast as we both can run. Is it you, King? Is it really you? Kayla asks as she throws her arms around me. It's me, I tell Kayla as I kiss her all over. It's really me, except my name isn't King anymore. It's Buddy. I never thought I'd see you again, Kayla says. How did you ever find me? Well, I say, it's kind of a long story. Kayla spots the book I dropped on the grass. And you even brought my book. She runs to grab it. That means you looked for me at Grandma's house first. Then you came here. I sure did. I wag my tail. Kayla is such a good detective. Come on. She hugs me with some more. Then she says, let's go back to Grandma's house. Okay, I say, trotting after her. I would follow her anywhere. I heard Uncle Marty said he took you to the pound, Kayla says as we turn the corner. I was really mad when I found out. He was supposed to find you a new home, not take you to the pound. It's okay, I say. I found a new home, right behind yours. There was a tornado here, Kayla interrupts. That's why Dad and I never came back. And now Dad wants to stay here and help rebuild the town. He even talked to Mom about us building a new house here so we can be closer to Grandma. So that's why there was a sign that said for rent in front of their house in Four Lakes. But I don't think we're going to get a new home anytime soon, Kayla says glumly. Dad got hurt working on Grandma's house. He's in the hospital. Oh no, is he okay? I ask. He'll be okay, Kayla says. But I miss him and Mom and you so much. I lick her leg. I've missed you too, I tell her. Dad said it would be too hard to have you here when we're all working so hard, Kayla goes on. That's why he told Uncle Marty to find you a new home. But now that you're here, he and Grandma won't send you back to Four Lakes. I know they won't. Now that you're here, you can stay forever. Forever? But what about Connor and Mom? We are back at Grandma's camper now. Kayla and I sit together on the grass out front, and I rest my head on her knees. She runs her hand down my whole body, from my head to my tail, just the way I like it. Some new people are moving into our house in Four Lakes today, Kayla says. That's why Uncle Marty and Raina came and moved Kayla, Dad, and Mom's stuff out of the house last night. Dad couldn't do it. He's in the hospital. And since Kayla and Dad don't have a new house yet, Uncle Marty and Raina had to put Kayla, Dad, and Mom's stuff in a big garage. I've solved the case of the missing family and answered all my questions, except this one. Will I stay here with Kayla, or will I go back to Connor and Mom? I know Kayla wants me to stay here, but Connor and Mom would want me to come home. I don't think a dog can have two families, especially if those families don't live in the same town. Kayla, says a sharp voice behind us. It's Grandma. She's standing at the door of the camper. What are you doing with that dirty dog? Grandma asks. Dirty dog? I just had a bath 12 or 7 days ago. Kayla brushes some dirt and cornstalk stuff off my coat. This isn't just any dog, she tells Grandma. It's King. I don't know how he found me, but he did. Isn't it wonderful? Grandma shakes her head. That's not your dog, honey, she says. Your dog is with another family in 4 Lakes. This dog just looks like your dog. No, this is King, Kayla says. I know it is. Well, even if he was your dog, Grandma says, you wouldn't be able to keep him. There's no room for a dog in this tiny camper. Alright, that is it for chapter 9. So I want you to be thinking, what do you think is going to happen to Buddy? Do you think he's going to be able to stay with Kayla and her family, or do you think he's going to be able to go back home with Connor and his mom? Which family do you think he wants to be with? Which one do you think he's going to end up with? There's lots of dilemmas at this point on where is King or Buddy going to end up. Alright, next time we'll be reading the last chapter, chapter 10.